Genshin's Four Shades reveal dropped so much, and I spent hours digging through every clue hidden in the game, and what I found will shock you. From the reveal of Four Shades from the start of the game, hiding in plain sight, to Venti's connection with time, everything was already revealed years ago. Paimon's true identity and many more details in this video we will cover. Before we start, guys, 99.25% of you are not subscribed. Not even 1% of you are subscribed, so help the channel grow. In this video, we'll discuss some of the biggest questions that many players have. Like, is Paimon actually Asmoday? Is she the heavenly principal? Or could she be some kind of castaway? And many more questions that have kept the community guessing for years. Let's discuss some small details that were present in the game since the start. Let's talk about some small but important details that have been hidden in the game since the very beginning. Take a look at the game's icons. They actually represent the Four Shades. For example, the event icon looks like a pocket watch, symbolizing limited time events. This represents Istaroth, the god of time. Next, the Battle Pass icon resembles the Staff of Homa. This represents Ronova, who has a deep connection with the Raiden Shogun. We even see this hinted at in Kazuha's cutscene, where the eye opens, just like how Ronova channels her power. We'll explore this more in detail soon. Then there's the wish icon, which represents Asmoday. The wishing screen is used to summon characters into your world, so maybe it's been Asmoday all along, making us lose our 50-50 pulls. And finally, the adventure book icon represents Nibarius, as it keeps a record of all life and journeys. Inside domains, you can also spot 5 crowns hanging above the entrance. These symbolize the Primordial One and the Four Shades. Look even closer and you'll see 4 eye-like symbols at the top, with something emerging in the middle, again hinting at the Primordial One. If you look carefully at the base of this symbol, you'll see it matches the motifs we see with Paimon and Renova.
Use Loot Bar to get up to 25% off on Genesis crystals. Select your desired pack UID and server. The top-up will be delivered quickly and safely in your account. I personally used this to gift Welkins, with over 50,000 positive reviews and trusted by these partners. Use the link to get 10% additional off.
But here, one of the 3 parts appears broken. Even the artifacts in the game represent the Four Shades and the Primordial One. And interestingly, a developer actually leaked this information about 4 years ago. Now, here's something fascinating. The developers have revealed that the artifacts were inspired by tarot cards and the poetry of William Blake. First of all, the magician, the tarot card figure who commands the 4 elements, was used as inspiration for the artifacts. One of the developers even mentioned that if we keep following this line of thought, we'll be uncovering the core of Genshin's story. Each artifact piece was chosen with this symbolism in mind. The Flower of Life represents Nibarius. The Plume of Death represents Ronova. The Sands of Time represents Istaroth. The Goblet of Space represents Asmoday. And the Circlet of Reason, or Logic, symbolizes the Primordial One. One funny detail, in tarot readings, the ritual circles often look a lot like Genshin summoning circles. I can't help but laugh. Who knew those silly rituals actually tie back to core Genshin lore? Let's begin with the Four Shades. First, there's Istaroth, the ruler of time among the 4 shades of the heavenly principles. She is known by countless titles, including the God of Moments, the Thousand Winds of Time, and the Undying Wind. As I mentioned in my last video, there's a hidden connection between Venti and Istaroth. And guess what? It's been hiding in plain sight all along. Remember the quest Wind and Time? That's where we travel to a small island that doesn't even appear on the map. And after arriving at the Nameless Island, we get the achievement Seeds of Stories, brought by the wind and cultivated by time. This directly references time and wind. Then, during the Lantern Rite event, we hear something shocking from Paimon.
Seeds of story, brought by the wind.
And cultivated by time. Did Paimon just unconsciously complete the thing?
When Venti appears, Paimon unconsciously finishes that same saying. But the real question is, how does she know this quote? That line only appears on the Nameless Island. Not only that, she even gets mad at the traveler for coming back so late, but she herself arrived instantly, and the traveler jokes that Paimon has no sense of time. We know that when we pause the game, Paimon can still move, almost like she can stop time. So maybe Paimon isn't just connected to Asmoday. Maybe she's linked to all 4 shades. Or could she even be the heavenly principle herself?
Paimon even says she is the god of protection when Traveler is joking.
Crying? I don't think gods can cry. I mean, I've never seen Venti or Zhongli cry before.
There are exceptions. If you pinch Paimon, you'll be able to see a crying god.
Are you a god?
Paimon sure is.
Okay, let me guess. The flying god of silly questions? The god of slimes? Or the god of being fished out from the water?
Paimon's none of those. As your bodyguard, Paimon is the god of protection.
When I first heard this, I thought it was Paimon being silly again. But what if she is the god of protection? We have seen time and time again. Paimon keeps protecting Traveler, and always by their side. Oh, also remember what Venti says. May the wind bless your travels.
I'll see you off here. May the winds bless your travels.
And if you think about it,
Throughout our entire journey so far, the Traveler is always saved by characters connected to the wind element. Oh, and back on the Nameless Island, there's a clear mention that the Anemo Archon has a connection with the god of time, Istaroth, so it's a fact that Venti is linked to her. On top of that, they even share the same voice actors in every language. That can't be a coincidence. Also, remember the upside-down abyss statue of Venti? It was stolen, but no other Archon statues were taken. Why? Because the Abyss twin knows about Venti's hidden link to Celestia and might be using that statue to create a bridge to reach it. And Venti himself even has that old voice line where he says, "We meet again, Traveler." Like we've done this journey before.
Traveler, we meet again. What? You don't remember me? Well, allow me to join you on your quest once again. I must see to it that the bards of the world tell the traveler's tales.
The omnipresent god statue in Inazuma also have Ronova and Istaroth features. Most players get confused because of this line.
We are shades, shadows of the heavenly principles. It's unthinkable, unless she loves her new master more than her own self.
But let's break it down. What do we know so far? Asmoday is missing, and it's implied she loves her new master. So I have two main theories. First theory, the obvious one. Of course, our first thought is the Traveler is the master and Paimon is Asmoday, right? But I have a more interesting theory, one that could actually answer all our questions. What if I told you the master Asmoday loves is not the Traveler? I think Asmoday's new master is none other than Paimon herself. I know, you probably have a ton of questions, so let's break down why I believe this. First, who is Paimon and why is she linked to the Four Shades? Just look at her design. She carries traits of all four shades. She can stop time, that's Istaroth's domain. She can bend space. She appears and disappears at will. She floats with constellations around her, maybe tied to the power of life. And you might ask, but we've never seen Paimon use the power of death. What if I told you we actually see it every single day? Every time our character dies, we get the revival screen. And what's on it? Paimon's Triquetra symbol, right there. She literally governs the screen between life and death. And here's what's even more interesting. When I looked closer at Renova's symbol and Paimon's Triquetra, I noticed something. They're similar but inverted. Paimon's has the dot at the center. That could hint she holds higher authority than the shades themselves. And don't forget, she has that mysterious string attached to her that reaches straight into the sky. But what if Paimon is actually a fragment of the Primordial One, just like Nahida and Rukkhadevata? And remember this line, the Keeper is fading away, the Creator has not yet come, but the world shall burn no more, for you shall ascend. This literally tells us the heavenly principle is fading, leaving space for someone or something to take its place. And here's where it gets deeper. The Sword of Narzissenkreuz carries the same symbol as Paimon. The Narzissenkreuz Ordo recreated the elements of memory, wish, soul, and persona. And when fused, these elements form reason. The Sword of Narzissenkreuz can be any object that holds this reason. Now think about this. The crown represents the heavenly principle, while the traveler holds the Sword of Reason. That perfectly matches the traveler's hidden destiny, to ascend. So what if Asmoday chose to serve Paimon because she is the true master, the fragment of the Primordial One, and the key to guiding the traveler's final purpose? When Asmoday stopped both travelers, she chose to send only one into Teyvat and capture the other. But why not capture both? I think I finally have the answer. Asmoday saw the strength the traveler holds and trusted Paimon's protection to keep them on the right path. And remember, how did we first meet Paimon? We fished her out of the sea. That wasn't random. Asmoday made sure Paimon would be with the traveler from the very start, keeping a constant watch. And look at what happens when we meet our sibling in the new Archon quest. Time freezes, just like when Paimon stops time. But this time, we see it's Asmoday eavesdropping instead. And where is Paimon? She's not there. Because Asmoday is making sure the traveler stays on their journey, because in the end, the traveler is meant to ascend and become the new heavenly principle. And when that moment comes, when we stand before the Primordial One, Paimon will reveal her true form and purpose, the final bridge between what came before and what must come next.
The second theory is Paimon is the heavenly principle. This makes sense as she has all four shades elements present in her, and she is just a fragment connected to heavenly principle watching over Traveler in hopes she will be worthy enough to take the throne and become the heavenly principle, and Paimon will fade away with the heavenly principle leaving the Traveler as heavenly principle. And Asmoday sees Traveler as her true master, guided by Paimon, a fragment of heavenly principle. As for now, we only have these as theories unless Nodcry drops. We won't have much more information, but both theories holds their ground. Let me know what you think and make sure to subscribe so you will get the latest lore on time.